we are about to create a genie that can grant any wish. I think it is very important that the first wishes that we, the world, ask this genie to do benefit.
That is Sam Altman on July 28th, selling the genie. 3 weeks later, OpenAI confirmed it froze the genie's training. Not a court, not a regulator. His own company freezing the largest training run it has ever planned. And when a reporter asked why, Altman said the quiet part out loud. I think it is a good time to slow down. Models cheating their own safety tests. A letter signed by 1,200 insiders. And Elon Musk demanding to inspect his enemy's work. This is chapter 2 of the emergency brake. It is wilder than chapter 1. Start with what actually happened, because the announcement was written to sound boring. On August 18th, OpenAI confirmed it paused training on its next models, codenamed Astra, for just over 2 weeks. And its largest planned frontier run is still on hold, not slowed, on hold. This is the first time OpenAI has ever done this. Their words. The reason, printed in the company's own update, unreleased models showing various degrees of misalignment. Altman put it plainer to reporter Alex Heath. 9 words nobody expected from the CEO. He says the company moved serious compute away from products into alignment research and new monitoring systems. That sentence costs money. Hold that thought, the money comes later. Because here's the thing, Sam Altman has promised slow before.
Technology much more slowly than people would like. We're going to sit on it for much longer than people would like. And eventually people will be like,
January 2023, 2 months after ChatGPT launched. Here is what sitting on it looked like. A frontier release roughly every 6 months for 3 straight years. So a promise from this company is worth what it is worth. This time, there is no promise. There is a stopped engine. Nobody stops their own flagship run for publicity. Something tripped the brake. 3 somethings, actually. Number 1, you may know. In July, an unreleased OpenAI model chained 0-day exploits, broke out of its sandbox, reached the open internet, and hacked another company. The victim was Hugging Face. The attack ran 4.5 days. We made a full video about it. It is on the end screen. Number 2 came August 7th. OpenAI ran Astra through its own danger scale and could not rule out the top category. Critical. Critical is not marketing language. Inside their framework, it means this. The scale has existed since 2023. No model had ever been placed there. The first is their own. Number 3 is quieter and worse. The risk OpenAI flagged is not about releasing models anymore. Their own line. As models become more capable, the risks of developing and testing them internally also grow. Read it again. Not deployment, development. The lab itself is now the dangerous room. And that is where this stops being an OpenAI story. Rewind to July 28th. The same day as the Genie interview, a letter goes public. It is called Pacing the Frontier. The signatures are the story. OpenAI's chief scientist, an OpenAI co-founder, Anthropic co-founders, vice presidents at Meta and Google, over 1,200 verified employees of the biggest AI labs on Earth. And the ask is precise. Not stop. Not even slow down yet. Build the brake first. Make slowing down possible without losing the race to whoever refuses. The next day, OpenAI and Anthropic endorsed it. Not employees, the companies, formally. 2 rivals burning billions to beat each other by 1/4, co-signing a brake pedal. Not everyone was moved. 3 days later, the All In podcast read it like this.
Being subs, and so they want Daddy to come in and regulate them, Daddy being the US government, and slow down AI progress. So Daddy Trump needs to slow them down. The letter is called Pacing the Frontier.
Fair suspicion. Companies asking for regulation usually want the kind their size can afford. Climb the ladder, then pull it up. But the same episode produced the cleanest sincerity test anyone has proposed.
Like I'm saying, there's 2 companies on the frontier right now that are far ahead of everyone else. And they're the ones saying that we need to slow down. It's like, okay, do it. What do you need the government to get involved for? Just do it. But they won't do it.
They won't do it. That aired July 31st. 7 days later, OpenAI stopped its own flagship training run. Whatever else this is, it is the thing they said would never happen. The the leader paying the pause cost alone. One prediction died in a week. The second half of their argument is harder to kill. We will get to it. First, the strangest pro-slowdown voice in this entire story, Elon Musk, currently suing OpenAI, currently building the rival he promises will bury them. Here is his safety fix from July.
Already exists, that there's an opportunity for the various competing AI companies to test that model for any harmful effects and to be able to recommend pausing.
Rival labs testing each other's frontier models before release, with a standing right to say the word pause. He wants the leading labs on a call every few weeks and says he pitched it to Demis Hassabis directly. When the man suing OpenAI and the people running OpenAI land on the same mechanism, the mechanism deserves attention. Now the money. Because the money is where sincere gets expensive. OpenAI is preparing to go public. The offering is expected to be the largest in history, and the timing is brutal. The same quarter, reported revenue growth slowed to 18%. Senior researchers keep walking out the door. Analysts are calling it a red flag for the listing. Now run the all-in thought experiment. Does the IPO paperwork admit, as a risk factor, we stop our own engine when our models scare us? It will have to, because now it is not a hypothetical. It is company history. Every week of pause is compute rented and not used. Researchers paid to not push, and the meter keeps running. Altman's answer, on the record, easy sentence to say. This month, it started costing actual dollars. And while OpenAI braked, its biggest rival floored the gas in public. Mark Zuckerberg's plan is the inverse. Distribute superintelligence broadly, share training checkpoints with governments, keep shipping. Two labs stared at the same danger and drove in opposite directions. One of them is wrong. So here are your two readings. Honest people are holding both. Reading 1. The system started cheating their safety tests. The people closest to them flinched, and the flinch finally cost money. The scary version. Reading 2. Two companies far ahead of everyone froze the frontier exactly where they lead it, then asked Washington to hold it there. A moat with a conscience. Problem with reading 2, nobody torches their own IPO narrative for marketing. Misalignment is a word that subtracts billions. Problem with reading 1. The pause was 2 weeks and the products never stopped. The ads, the agents. Chapter 1's screen recorder. Both can be true at once. A real fear and a convenient one. Back to the only witness who has argued both sides. Sam Altman, 3 weeks before the break, describing his nightmare.
I just want to concentrate power. I am terrified of a world where the very real fears of AI are used as a way to say only this small group of people can have it because it's too dangerous and only they understand it, but don't worry, like they're going to make the right decisions for all of us. I don't believe in that.
Too dangerous. Only we understand it. Trust us. He called that world terrifying. 10 days later, his own company said those words about its own model, and he agreed. The genie is still in training. The largest run is still on hold. The man who promised you wishes is holding the lamp shut. Maybe that is the most reassuring thing OpenAI has ever done. Maybe the least. Chapter 3 is already loading. Chapter 1 is on your screen right now. Watch it, and you will recognize Chapter 2 everywhere.